You know what really grinds my gears?
Just clap, please.
I'll tell you after.
Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I am your host, Perry, and with me, it's the Whiskey Mutant Eric himself.
Go Bills!
Man, I was about to say they eked it out last night, but they did not. They had handily defeated the Dolphins.
Let me tell you, that's a rare occasion where I'm not sweating and pacing throughout the whole game. Once we got the lead, I was chilling. I love a comfortable game every once in a while. And now, since they played on Thursday, they don't play again for like almost 2 weeks because they'll do like a Sunday game. I can relax and just enjoy other football games and not be stressed.
It's nice.
Because tomorrow, I'm going to watch Kentucky play Georgia. Definitely not stressed about that because we're going to get our asses beat.
Shellacked.
So I'm going to get to watch a real football team tomorrow in person.
That's true. You get to see the number one team in the nation.
Yeah,
play tomorrow. That's
probably.
good.
I'm going to go a little bit early. Maybe make my rounds. Find some people tailgating a little bit. See what's happening. You going to be down there?
Good deal. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might.
You need to tell me where to go. I know a few people, but you always have people down there.
I do. Yeah. You could go see see my family and that clan.
Yeah.
That would actually be really fun for you to go and.
What if I went full blown Bills and I like jumped on the table and broke it? Would that be okay? If I squirted your dad, I filled him with like
you went what's his name?
Mustard and ketchup. And
Yeah.
All over him.
Shoot, what's his name? Why can't I think of it?
Come on.
Now I'm under pressure and I can't think of it.
Come on.
No, I'm not going to be able to think of it because you're stressing me out.
Well,
something Dawn.
Not Nashida.
No.
Well, if you want to find out who it is, go to patreon.com/MyBourbon Podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the show. But at $5, you get all the bonus content. Had a great pregame chat. It's a little therapy session for the boys. Did a little pop chicka wow wow. No, we didn't. Wait, take that back. We did that the other day. We did Pours from the Floor this week, but sometimes we do Pop Chicka Wawa, where we open a brand new bottle, talk about it, maybe say a little steamy review on it. We do Sample Irresistible, tons of bonus stuff over on the Patreon. So go there.
Tips and bits before too.
We do tips and bits on this show, which if you wanted to listen to this uncut, that's also part of the Patreon. So go over there. Support the show, $1, but $5, it's just the best. It's the best thing you can do. Helps us and it helps you. Gives you stuff to listen to several days in a row.
Not Don, Ron.
Oh, you're getting close. How? I'm just playing. I'm just messing.
Ron Howard, the director.
I'm just messing with you now. Come on, you got this. Come on, Perry.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Come on, Perry. He's got a funny little nickname.
I know. His name's not even Ron.
Come on.
I'm trying.
Part of it is Ron. You're right.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't get the first part.
If you can timestamp this in a comment, somebody listening, I don't know if this is going to be on Patreon. It's probably going to be Patreon only.
I mean, there's going to be a bunch that'll be cut out.
But if you're on Patreon, you're listening to the uncut episode, and you can timestamp when you scream the name of the Bills fan who started the mustard ketchup thing, and somehow prove it. I'll send you a glass before Perry figures it out. You can't Google. You got to be honest. Somehow prove it to me. I don't even know how you do that.
I keep wanting to say Teflon Ron.
That's a good name. Let me give you a hint.
Yes.
He has a food item in his name.
It's not Burger Ron.
No. Think smaller. Think a side.
Pickle Ron. Pickle Ron, Morty.
Pickle Ron. I could give you one hint, but you'll get it instantly. We probably need to move on.
We probably do need to move on.
They named a car this.
Pinto Ron!
Yeah! Patreon, if you could... if you could somehow prove that you beat Perry to answering that, I will send you a glass. You have to however you want to do it, you have to convince me that you said Pinto Ron before Perry did. The off-screen scream.
If I wasn't under pressure, I would have been able to get to it quicker. Pinto Ron, America's sweetheart. The beautiful boy himself getting bukkakied by mustard and ketchup. My hero.
If I wasn't under pressure.
You kept...
Hurry, the kids are coming. We got to finish this up really fast. I'm trying. I'm under pressure. I can't perform. Oh, God bless.
We normally kick off episodes with Flying Blind.
I'm crying.
Where we blind each other with a pour. This week we've got 2. I think. I don't know.
You're in charge of this.
Yeah, I know. Between either a double pour or a single. You know what? We're doing 2. After that, I need a couple. Turn your head.
Okay.
I can't tell between the two of us who's having more of a mental health episode at the moment. You know what I mean? I think it's me. I want to say it's me.
I think I'll let mine out on the Patreon.
Yeah, I think mine's continuing from the Patreon.
I'm just crying over here.
Yeah.
Laughter, tears.
All right. Turn your head and cough. You're back.
Okay.
We're back. I poured heavy. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll set it to the side and sip on it later.
Hey, AT&T's calling me for work. No, they're not. Decisively, they are not.
You pay your bill? You even have AT&T?
No, I have Verizon.
Oh, AT&T.
It was work. It was.
You haven't paid your bill.
It was my work line.
Oh. Okay. All right.
All right.
Back to the bourbon, whiskey, whatever this is.
The blind pours.
Try one.
Left to right.
Left to right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smells interesting, right?
That's why I said okay.
That's right, you little piss baby.
You getting mad?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation.
Calling me a piss baby. I'm only piss baby when I got heartburn.
Do you?
Not yet. I will later.
Fair enough.
Okay. This smells weird, but I kind of like it.
It does smell a little weird. You're right.
Like
yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of just kind of like if Gushers had like a spice on it.
Okay.
Like a spicy Gusher.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, but I'm going to go with it.
You know, like a
yeah.
like some kind of like candy, like a gummy candy with spice.
I'm still saying yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what
Cheers.
happens. It kind of tastes like that.
It does kind of be right.
It tastes like a spicy Gusher. A spicy gummy worm? Why does this taste like a spicy Gusher?
I don't know.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, which is weird because, well, I don't want to get too deep into this because you don't even know anything about this yet. This is good, though.
I love the palate on this.
It's
nose is weird.
phenomenal.
Nose is weird when you actually say it out loud, like this smells like a gummy or a Gusher with spice on it. And then when you taste it, I like it. I don't think it's high proof. I think it's maybe 1 to 110. Doesn't taste very old. So proof 1 to 110, age probably 4 to 6, if that. So, okay. Do these have anything to do with each other? Or okay. All right. Ooh, now that nose smells more approachable.
Yeah.
That smells more like a bourbon, maybe a high rye bourbon. Maybe. I don't think it's wheated.
This one, I don't know why. Immediately I was relaxed by it, and immediately I felt like I was in a log cabin.
Oh, it smells like pancakes, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is that.
It was a relaxing smell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relaxing palate, too.
It was so relaxing, it gave you a lisp.
It was. Very relaxing. Butter. Butter.
It gave you a lisp where that you wouldn't normally have one.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. It's very buttery. It tastes low proof, maybe like 95 proof. It maybe tastes a little older. It's a little thicker. It's buttery. If it smells like pancakes, you're drinking the maple and butter on the palate.
Yeah.
I don't know what these have to do with each other.
Fair enough.
But
I mean, they're a lot more different than I was anticipating them being, because I've not had these side by side before.
This one.
It's really friggin' good, man.
It's maple pancakes and butter.
So here's the deal.
It gave me I can't even figure it out. A lisp.
One of these is discontinued. One of these is...
If it's the maple butter one, I'm going to be pissed.
Which one do you think is currently on the market between the two?
The first one.
You think the first one is currently on the market?
I feel like this... When you say discontinued, it makes me think that it's like maybe a little older. Maybe anything I feel like that was made over the past couple of years, they stopped making it. Probably had some older stuff. Maybe it was a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like the new one is some kind of version that they tried to recreate of this one. They made two different animals. This one is interesting. The first one is interesting, fun, and good. The second one is like, why did you discontinue this? I want to keep drinking this. It sucks. If that's the discontinued one, I'm going to be pissed.
You were right about everything on the first pour, except for the fact that it was not discontinued.
So the first one is discontinued. Okay, yeah. So I still have a chance on the second one.
First one is Jim Beam Distiller's Cut.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've... Was this in a different bottle?
No. That's the only bottle that it's ever been in.
Then I don't know if I've ever had this one.
5 to 6 years old.
Okay, so...
100 proof.
101 too.
Non-chill filtered. It was only available in like 2020 to 2021.
After watching there.
I did a little bit of hunting on Saturday. I was out running some errands. I was getting some stuff for the house for the baby together. And ran into a store, found a bottle of Jack Daniel's Rye with day after, but still very, very close to Eden's birthday as the dump date. So I was like, I'm getting that. And then ran into another store, and they had on their shelf 6 bottles of Jim Beam Distiller's Cut. I bought 2.
Spicy gushers.
I have not been able to find this anywhere in years. Okay. Because it's been discontinued.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorite pours from 2020. And I think it was even something that I probably didn't put in my top 10 of 2020, but was such a great limited release just a phenomenal bottle.
I mean, that's
right.
It's weird, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, second glass.
Yes. What is this? Tell me.
Is a single
Another
barrel.
Jim Beam.
But it's Jim Beam single barrel at 108 proof. Have you had this?
At some point, I've had a Jim Beam single barrel.
But do you remember when it was not in this bottle? And it was like...
It was in a different
bottle. It was in
right?
like a kind of triangular shaped bottle.
Did it have a badge on it or something? No,
I think so,
like
maybe.
A little ribbon on it?
Yeah. But this was like the newer edition of... What do you mean?
Because it's a single barrel.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can tell you where I got this from, and you can go probably get the same one. It's not too far from you.
This is delicious.
It's a really good single barrel. And I just cracked this, too.
And I would never have thought it was Jim Beam.
Yeah, I know. It does not taste Jim Beamy. But I wanted to see, one, because...
Oh, God. It doesn't taste 108 proof. This thing tastes 90 proof. It tastes 90 proof and old.
First of all, I wanted to try these side by side because the single barrel to me in this iteration felt like it was the replacement for the distiller's cut, even though it really is not, because the distiller's cut was limited edition. The single barrel is now, the new version of the single barrel. It replaced the older one. It's the more affordable one now, too. Back then, it was like $45, $50, something like that. This is $25. I don't know the age on it. It drinks like it's 6 years old.
He drinks older than
or
me.
8.
I think
or
it's
something.
10. I thought it was 10 years old.
I mean, this is a phenomenal bottle of bourbon.
$25.
$25.
Fuck me, man.
I think Jim Beam right now might be doing the most on the bourbon market. And that is coming from somebody who is just a Heaven Hill stand through and through. Like, honestly, I think Jim Beam is just killing it with their affordable releases.
Right now, the mood I'm in, I would take this over any of my Knob Creek picks right now.
Kind of feeling the same way, dude. Yeah. Even at the proof at 108, like it's been 5 minutes since I took a drink of it, and I still am feeling the full effects of the finish.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's so buttery.
But yeah, I wanted to see how they kind of stacked up against each other. Look at how cloudy, by the way, the distiller's cut is. I mean, it's non-chill filtered. It's got this, maybe it was my angle. I don't know. It always had this kind of like mystique around it. Mystique. For me. Like, just kind of popped out of nowhere. And back then, again, I loved it. I still think this is a great bourbon.
Yeah.
The fact that I was able to stumble across a couple bottles of it.
I think this is a good example of something that you're going to hate me because I say this. I hate saying it out loud.
I'm not going to judge you until you say it.
If you're looking for stuff and you are thinking, oh, I'm in a store, maybe they'll have something old. Maybe they'll have something discontinued.
Yeah.
This is probably one that somebody would say and post a picture of and say, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I think somebody normally would be scrolling through the shelves and be like, holy.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with you.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm being fun. If you know, you know. But like, it really is something that you would easily overlook. It's not one of those, it's not like, there's a dusty, like, ancient age, or there's a old this or that. Like, you probably got to be looking and recognize the Distiller's Cut to be like, holy shit, it's still there. So, if you know, you know.
But actually having them next to each other, I was always of the opinion that, and I mean, yeah, this is a single barrel, but I have had multiple great Jim Beam single barrels.
I only want that one.
Fair enough. But again, like it's been hit after hit after hit. I've not had one of these yet where I've been like, I don't know if I can drink this.
Yeah.
Actually putting them side by side, I'm not as upset about this in the way that I thought I once was. And again, it's not actually replacing the distiller's cut in the way.
It's in the same bottle.
I know, but every Jim Beam product, I guess aside from the regular one now. Right?
Okay.
Like the actual Jim Beam line.
Jim Beam White's in that one?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like all of the,
little
Jim Beam collection.
Little special one.
Yeah, it's in like this.
7 years in that one, right?
Yeah.
That's upstairs. I was gonna look. Dude.
So that's another one too. Like 7 year is
one into what we've been drinking, I'll tell you.
All right, fine. What have you been drinking recently?
Jim Beam Black, baby.
Yeah, dude, I've been drinking some too.
God, I got a new bottle the other day. Didn't even bring it downstairs. Saved my steps, saved me the effort from coming down here.
You didn't kill off any calories by bringing it downstairs. No. You're just like, kept it upstairs. I'm worth it.
more of the Country Light on Sunday football and Jim Beam Black 7 year, man. I did have some Michter's Barrel Strength.
I saw your 69ing. Are you gonna clip the one that we did?
Yes.
And put it out? Okay.
But I didn't want to. Okay.
You didn't want to do it immediately?
I didn't want to do it immediately. I know this is probably weird. Like, why won't you go and do it? I didn't want to feel like I was spoiling anything from the show.
That's fair.
So I wanted to use it at a different time so we could just do a random, like, here's a 10-bit thing. Because maybe people had listened. They're like,
I like the cross promotion. I think it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I just didn't want to do spoilers. Y'all know how I feel about spoilers. Mm-hmm. I will let you try the Michter's because it's really good.
Yeah, please.
I don't know if you want it now or later.
No, let's wait because I've got another like post review pour for you as well.
So yeah,
but actually I want to try alongside
some Country Light. I made some Country Light wings. I brined my chicken wings in Country Light. Country Boy. Shout out to Country Boy. My favorite beer. Y'all, I know that I'm not
a sponsor.
I'm not a sponsor. I'm not getting all fancy with these stouts and stuff. I've not even had any 450 in a while. Country Boy Light. My favorite light beer right now. Doing good stuff here in Lexington, Georgetown.
We've got a 450 episode that we need to do.
We haven't even opened them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was talking about it on my live stream last night that we need to
do a whole 450 episode. Just beers and...
What if we saved it until we did episode 450?
People are like, what is this?
That would be 2 years from now before we actually got to it.
For 3 years.
Yeah, that's insane. All right, we need to... Yeah. I'm about to go on a month-long hiatus. We need to,
let's see. Anything else? I had, some early tips and bits if you are in Frankfurt. I don't know if you've been here.
I go there once a week.
I know you do. And you may have, I got to make sure I'm saying this right. So yesterday, had volleyball in Frankfurt. They were playing Franklin County. And before some of the parents, we went to Mama Manchita's.
I've never been there.
Okay. I'm going to be 100% honest right now.
Food sucked?
No.
Oh, okay.
Really good.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm recommending this place.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
I thought there was gonna be like a food sucked, but the cocktails were good kind of deal.
No. I'm just saying I'm being transparent and being honest and showing my ignorance.
Oh, okay.
Because one thing, this restaurant, you got to like go behind, like through the neighborhoods and back. It's not just on like a strip in like Frankfurt.
Yeah, sure.
You got to get there. I get there And me and one of the dads were like, let's get a margarita. I was like, I'm down for a margarita. I'm looking at the food. Everything looks good. I 100% am thinking this is a Mexican restaurant. And I'm like, this stuff doesn't, some of the stuff doesn't sound like what I usually see.
Oh.
Yeah. They're margaritas.
Okay.
They're all this stuff. And I'm like,
okay.
why is this different? I'm like, I'm intrigued.
Because it's not Mexican.
Because it's not a Mexican restaurant. When I got the text that say, hey, some of us are meeting at this place, I immediately thought this was a Mexican restaurant. And that is my ignorance. This is actually a taste of
Honduras. And it's Mami Monchitas.
Mami Monchitas, a taste of Honduras.
Oh, dude, I am about this.
Dude, you have to go.
I want to go so badly now.
The margarita was amazing. April had the grilled chicken, and they had beans and all this stuff. You can get plantains. I had the shredded chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Read the shredded chicken sandwich. It's on sandwiches.
Our traditional Honduran chicken sandwich is prepared with savory shredded chicken, our secret Honduran dressing, lettuce, and tomatoes on toasted white bread, served with fries or sweet potato
Whatever
fries.
that secret dressing is.
Yeah.
Blew my balls off.
Oh.
Look at all that. And yeah, I thought we were going to a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, chicken carnitas.
Dude.
Pollo con tajadas.
Tips and bits.
I'm doing when Keenan does David Ortiz on SNL.
Oh.
We got chicken carnitas, pollo con tajadas, huevito Honduritas.
Dude, you gotta go.
I am
Seriously, go.
I am so down.
If you guys are visiting Buffalo Trace or something close to, one of the distilleries, go there.
Jalapeno shrimp and white wine sauce.
It was so good. And some of the friends, we were sharing stuff like the nachos and the plantains. Oh my God, I'm hungry right now thinking about
Camarones en ajo.
So, yes. The margarita on rocks was amazing.
Dude, I have been, again, early tips and bits, but I have been in a mood for not exquisite or not exquisite, non-American food, I guess. I've been in a mood for
not the same old thing.
Yeah, there's a we have one place in Lexington that you can DoorDash Turkish food from, and
Really?
it is it's a food truck on Winchester Road.
Oh, I know the one. I passed it.
Ala Turka Kebab
Yeah,
House.
Allah.
I have ordered from them 4 times over the past month. Every single time, it is exactly what I want. It is perfect every single time. I mean, just incredible. I got it last night for dinner.
What I DoorDash the most?
What?
Big Kahuna.
Oh, I love Dude.
At work, at least once a week, I'm DoorDashing
Big Kahuna
Ugh.
is incredible. All right. I'm sorry we're doing tips and bits early.
Food tips and bits.
Food tips and bits.
Foodies.
Big Kahuna is one of the best restaurants in Lexington. I don't even know if... Look, Don Nishida, next time that you are here...
Don be like...
That's my problem, is that I'm worried that it's not authentic enough. That's why I want him to go there. Because I'm worried that it is not authentic Hawaiian food enough. And he's going to be like, no, this isn't it.
They have Spam.
I know that they do. I've had their Spam Masubi.
Yeah, I have too.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
But I
want him to
really
try
concerned.
the macaroni salad.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
I
kind of don't want him to because I don't want to feel bad about it.
I just want to know if it's up to snuff, and I want him to be honest about it too.
Oh, that's true.
But anyway, the kebab house, I always get a chicken doner.
You get a donor?
Doner.
Damn.
Boner donor.
Boner donor? That's not even your kid.
I always get a chicken doner.
Sorry.
What I've been doing recently though is double chicken.
Double chicken.
I don't like onions, like raw onions.
Me either.
So I'll do no onions and I'll add olives. I know you don't like olives.
I don't like
I know
that
you
either.
don't like olives.
I don't like olives.
But if you don't do it with olives, I mean, it's still incredible. It comes with a side of fries.
Okay.
And then I'll do like an appetizer of hummus with it. And it is spectacular. I got baklava last week.
I have three of those shoes.
Anyway,
what have you been drinking?
What have I been drinking? Well, I'll tell you this. This is kind of like what I've been drinking and also what has been going on with me. Where I've been setting up the studio.
You've been finding some old stuff, haven't you?
No, not necessarily. I did. So I part of like getting stuff for the baby room ready. I guess the nursery is what you would call that.
The baby room.
The baby room.
It's the baby room.
That sounds like a Macon baby room.
Yeah, let's go to the baby.
Was going to my grandparents' house
And making a baby.
to get stuff and making a baby there.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that.
Barry?
No. Anyway,
Did you make a baby in here?
I'm going to ask you, as a good friend, for us to please move on from this topic of conversation.
Sorry.
So most of my whiskey is there.
Yeah.
Right. Every time that I'm there, I like to bring, like a bag or a box or whatever home with me.
Right.
Of just,
You've been doing this for a while.
yeah, I know. Right. And I still have a lot there. So much so that like the cabinet got filled up and most of that was just stuff that I collected when we moved into this house, like over the past year since we moved in, right? I've talked about this before. I had to buy shelving for the studio, for the office, so that I had more places to put the rest of it. I haven't yet collected all the other boxes of stuff.
A lot of whiskey.
It's a lot.
Like I'm telling you, you listening, you watching.
Yeah.
You may think it's a random trip here and there. Like he's been over there a lot.
Yeah. A lot of it's going to go behind the bar. A lot of it's going to go on that shelf. I'm more than likely going to have to get another shelf or something. Like that's just the reality of it. Anyway, all that aside, I went and I grabbed a couple of different bottles. Found the 2 Orphan Barrel bottles that I have, Gifted Horse and Barter House.
Barter House.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I grabbed a random Buffalo Trace pick that I hadn't had in a while. I say random. It's really not random. It was from Travis Gentz. It was Texas Whiskey Consortium short barrel.
The only good Texas whiskey ever.
From Kentucky. Yeah. It was a pick they did. Yeah. Phenomenal pick. Just a couple other little bits and bobs here and there. But also I was like, I've got this extra little space. It'd be really great down here is a mini fridge so I can put beer in here. Yeah. So I've got a beer fridge now in the office. And we'd only have so much storage space in the fridge upstairs. And I just needed to move the beer that was in the fridge upstairs down to that fridge. So, speaking of Country Boy, I've been enjoying, and I think I mentioned this last week as well, their Oktoberfest as well. It's not like blow your balls off good or anything. It's
Country
not like a super
it's solid.
It is solid.
Through.
Yeah, it's not like an incredibly authentic Oktoberfest. Like I am just weird about this. I don't mean to be like everything has to be like true to form. I really do enjoy like a very authentic Oktoberfest beer, like imported from Germany kind of deal. But there is something about the the Country Boy Oktoberfest where I'm like, this gets the job done. Like I have no problem with it being a little bit
Country Fest
left of center.
Country
Fest. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Listen, I love my cougar bait. Now I love my country live. Don't ask me about Oktoberfest.
I don't remember what it's called.
But Country Fest would be an amazing.
Yeah.
Let me write that.
But so after I got back from, because I sent you a text. I was sitting out on the front porch after I got done doing my little hunting and I got done working in the studio and getting some other stuff done around the house. I put the Country Boy Oktoberfest up against the Jim Beam Distiller's Cut. I almost said Distiller's Reserve. I don't know why. I put it with the Country Boy Oktoberfest, and I also put it with a BHG Elijah Craig pick, not barrel proof.
I was gonna say
just the 94 proof from, I don't know, 2019 maybe.
Yeah, they just call it Oktoberfest, German style.
Yeah.
Lager. Country Fest. Come on. I'm
it was right there.
I want to see if I can get that done.
Yeah. Well, I got another bottle that I picked up from my grandparents' house that we'll pour later, too. So,
review time.
Well, you don't seem very excited about this.
Well, if you've been listening,
we just had 2 great Jim Beam products.
I know. Let me finish.
Sorry,
it's okay. We reviewed the new rye from Knob Creek. How many years was it?
10-year rye.
10-year rye.
Yeah.
Was not happy with it. I didn't think it needed to be a thing. And I'm trying to be more positive about everything, but like I genuinely did not like that. So I'm hoping this review brings me back. But Knob Creek rye, you've hurt me.
Right, but this is the Knob Creek Boo Rye.
You my little Boo Rye. You little Boo Rye.
Or the Bourbon X Rye, or whatever you want to call it.
The Bourbon Straight Edge Rye.
I love it.
We'll see how it happens. 113 proof.
Were you ever straight edge?
No.
I guess I technically
when I was like 5.
You never like made the decision to
I have
edge.
a friend on Facebook that is still straight edge, and they put it in my face all the time.
Oh.
Even caffeine.
Oh.
Yeah. Caffeine's a drug.
Does caffeine... okay. Never mind. I was never straight edge.
If you're truly straight edge, caffeine's a drug. So, I'm just saying. He was always cool with me, too. But he always let me know. He's straight edge. Anyway.
Yuck. Sorry. that just kind of came out of my soul.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah. I can pull up the
I don't want
Facebook message.
I don't want to. Please leave it alone.
I think I will.
Anyway, this is a blend of 30% 9-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey and 70% 7-year-old Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey.
Okay.
So it's mostly the rye. We'll see. I'm having a hard time finding out exactly what MSRP is. The lowest I've seen is $35, but I'm seeing most places selling it for like $45.
What'd you pay?
Like 50, 55?
50?
Yeah.
I'll just say 50.
Yeah. I think that's a good in between.
Once again,
I'm not as nervous about this. I don't know. I'm not upset about the fact that there's a Boo Rye on the market that's pretty readily available. I like the nose. I think the nose is really good.
Not mad at this.
This nose honestly kind of smells like the one that we blended on
the nose from the floor. Is very full.
Yeah.
It's not flat.
Might be a little bit perfumey.
I'll be honest, it kind of just smells it. If you could do it, if you could say this smells like a bourbon and a rye whiskey, this is what it smells like.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sweet cornbread. on the nose.
I can see that. Is it weird if I say soy sauce?
Let me try to find it. I see what you're saying.
It's almost like a stouty type thing.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. It doesn't like punch me in the face with the soy sauce, but I tend to get it every time I go back. I'm not mad at the nose. I'm okay.
I was talking on something. I don't remember if I was in like a live stream chat or I was live streaming.
Where am I?
Who am I?
Is this the Matrix?
And somebody was talking about getting the soy sauce note on stouts. And I was like, yeah, I never would have thought about it until my co-host brought it up. Man. But I mean, it's there.
After we're done reviewing this, I'm going to critique something.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it right now.
Do you have a Knob Creek rye?
I may have a pick over there. I don't know if it's opened.
Well, if it's not open, I'm not asking you to do that.
It may be like an old American pick.
Oh.
Something I would say for a special occasion.
Yeah. That's definitely not something I would ask you to open.
No, I don't think I have. I mean, do I have anything beam rye over there? I don't think I do, honestly. I'm sure there's something. I mean, I got my Booker's rye over there. I'm just playing.
Yeah, sure you do.
I do not have
sure
that.
You do.
You imagine if I was like, yeah, I just got the Booker's rye.
That you've hidden from me for the past
We've never drank
3
it before.
years. Yeah.
No, I don't think I have unless there's a pick over there. Hold on.
Perfect.
If we can open them. The freaking wax is horrible.
I got a knife. Anyway, so we have essentially single barrel. I mean, look, this is a small batch, 2 single barrels. That makes a small batch, right?
Sure.
So we'll try to see if we can recreate this. We won't do that yet.
Batch.
Yeah, we won't do that yet. We got to try this first, and then we'll get to it. But regardless, cheers. Oh, I like it.
That's pretty good.
I think it's really good, man.
You know when you're ready to just full-blown hate something?
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, I
can't hate it. That's for sure. It's creamy.
It's got a spice midway through the palate that kind of continues on to the finish.
It kind of reminds me of a Three Musketeers.
I could see that.
Like a nougat.
Yeah, it is
chocolate.
very nougaty.
I do get the spice. But initially, it reminds me of a Three Musketeers. That's pretty good. I like that. I wanted to not like it, I'll be honest, because I was so mad about that rye, that 10-year rye. But I'm not mad at this.
No.
I'll tell you what I am mad about.
It's got Jim Beam nuttiness to it as well. I mean, like, there is a predominant peanut butter note to it that, like, with everything else going on around it, there's a mint thing going on, too, that I love. It is a very complex, layered palette that I think is fantastic. Sorry, I cut you off. I had to get it out, so I didn't.
Get it all out. Get it all out.
I mean, the finish probably is the weakest part of this. It's a little bit short.
There's not a big finish.
No, but I mean, it's still there.
The upfront palette is...
The finish is kind of like a mint bouquet, you know? Like, it's just kind of like if you had...
Did you say the wrong thing?
What do you mean? Mint bouquet?
Are you just cutting that word off? You're not saying the whole word?
Mint?
Bouquet.
No.
Oh.
No. Like a flower bouquet.
Oh, my head we talked about this earlier.
I know we did, but I'm talking about like if you had, like a flower bouquet, but mint.
Okay.
Like it's just kind of like a presentation of mint. Yeah. Like that's just where I'm at with it.
I get a little bit of mint. Like it's that Three Musketeers up front.
I see that
really
for
good.
sure.
It's really good.
What's your complaint about this? The presentation?
So I don't have a regular Knob Creek. So on the label, it puts what they think the notes are right here on the right front, smack dab on the. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's really strange.
It says
it's above the proof, whereas normally it would be
maybe on the side or
yeah.
Notes of vanilla, caramel, and pepper. Like I could see that, but I don't.
That's a back label thing for me.
That makes me like it. If I was, I'm going to try to. If you can see it, that almost looks like it's a pick, and you're like putting like the pick people's like group or the restaurant or something, because just like this Knob Creek pick right here, it's got that. I don't know. I don't like that they put their notes right smack dab on the front of the thing. Now, is that probably some kind of marketing? Yes, I get it.
No, but it is. I think coming at this from a graphic designer's position, it is a mess. This label overall is
it really is all over the place.
I mean, here I'm gonna send this to. I will send this to Curtis and Tanner.
OGs.
The OGs.
OGs.
And see if they
I don't
agree
even
with
like
us.
the way the thing, like the green blends up into the Knob Creek part. It looks messed up. Jimmy, I love you. This is delicious. I'm glad that this is way better than the 10-year-old rye. But yeah, we got to figure out this label here. It's good.
No, I think the liquid inside is fantastic.
We don't have a rating system for the label, but I'm going to say what I feel. And I immediately looked at this and was like, why did they throw the bold letters of the notes on there? 3 notes: vanilla, caramel, pepper. I mean, maybe if you're just trying to get somebody to buy it and they like that, I don't know. Either way, I know we're not judging that, but
I mean, it's just not a good label. But you know, I did start this podcast with 2 other graphic designers, so
I can barely draw a stick man.
It's gonna get brought up eventually. Well, Curtis and Tanner aren't getting back to me right now, so we'll see what they say.
Either way,
I'm trying to get them back on the podcast for an episode too, just to have a little reunion special with you as well.
I need to be on there.
Yeah. Oh, no, of course. Swan's getting back on soon. I mean, I won't be on
Swan's
for that,
in trouble.
He's in trouble? What do you mean?
Yeah, I got to get him out of jail for this.
Okay.
Yeah, he did some bad stuff. I got to.
All right.
I put up his parole so he could get on the podcast.
All right. Fair enough.
He's a bad boy.
Fair enough.
He's a bad boy for life.
Well, tune in a couple of weeks when Swan is on for y'all to understand what's happening.
Straight out of jail.
But, yeah. Anyway, I think we should go ahead and review this.
Let's
Nose,
do it.
palate, finish, and price is our review system. Each category is out of 5. We give a final score out of 20. What are you thinking about on the nose here, Eric?
The nose, I like it because it's weird. I'm not a big fan of stout soy sauce noses, but it's interesting. I give it a 3. Good. Straight down the middle. If you like something weird, you're going to like it. If you like maybe stout beers, something interesting, you're going to like it. Yeah, right down the middle, 3.
It's a 3.5 for me.
Okay. You like stout beers?
I do. And I think that when you're considering this being somewhere in that weird in-between of bourbon and rye,
Right.
it is very much towing the line between the two. It's not fighting for one place or another. I do think that, well, it might be a little bit more rye characteristic, but at the same time, I'm not feeling like this is like it's its own creature.
Yeah.
I mean, it is definitely its own thing. Based on that, I'm really enjoying what's happening on the nose. It's inviting. It's pleasant. I might like a little bit more of a sweetness maybe to it. A little bit more oakiness on the nose. That's a personal thing. So 3.5 for me. Palate. I think the palate's great, dude.
I love it.
I'm a 4.
I'm a 4 as well.
I keep kind of like thinking about this and getting excited about drinking it. Like
4 all day.
Oh my gosh. This is, and I know that. So here's the funny thing about this. There is a place in my brain where I'm between. I'm of two minds. One, I'm thinking, well, I could buy 2 picks of Knob Creek, and I could do this at home, right? The other part of my brain is going, well, they did it for me.
Yeah.
You know, at basically less than half the cost. And on that note, like, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it in the slightest, that they have not only done the work for me, but they've probably done it better than I could have, because they are experts at crafting whiskey. You know,
whiskey.
I'm an idiot with a microphone talking about the bourbon that
I'm an idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
And I bought a bourye for you to listen to me talk about it. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm the same on the palate. Like, yeah.
But it genuinely tastes amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
The finish, I think it's right down the middle for me. I don't think there's anything displeasing about it, but it does go fairly quickly off. I think it's a little bit one note, but you know, I still think it's good. What are you giving the
2.5?
I'm giving it a 2.5 as well. Yeah. $50 though. I think it's pretty solid, man. 3.5. Nah.
I was hoping my score would be a 13 because it's Friday the 13th. But I gave it a 3.
I'm between like a 3.5 and a 4.
Made it a 12.5. I don't know. Like, this is 100 proof. No, it's not 100
It's
proof.
113
113 proof. Appropriate.
Hey! Okay. Friday the 13th.
What? But you said some people had it for 35.
Yeah, but I saw that only in like one place.
If this was 35, it'd be a 4 to a 5.
Predominantly, I've seen it at $45.
All right. Whatever it took to get it to a 13 out of 20, that's what I give it. What is it, 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. And it's above 100 proof, 113. This is pretty solid. Like, I won't lie.
I mean, age stated
there's not much I can say about it. It tells you
7
the age.
years old.
It's pretty solid.
I
13
think
out of 20.
I think I'm going to give it a 4, honestly, on the price.
Okay.
So, I am at... I'm at a 14 out of 20.
There you go.
I mean, this is a really solid whiskey. Like, even just kind of like on the experience alone, I'm feeling pretty strongly about this. I mean, if I had to rank things that I have, and again, we're approaching the end of the year. If I had to rank things based on, you know, how I feel about them at this point, this might sit at like a number 10 for me right now.
Good thing we don't rank the label.
No.
Okay. But
the label's like a, I don't know, like a 3 out of 20.
No, it's just weird. Come on.
It's not great. It's not great. But anyway, I got something I want to pour for you.
Okay.
See what you also have the Michter's barrel strength.
I do. Do you want to pour that for you and you pour the other thing for me?
Well, I want to try the pour I have.
No, you can't.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry. It's the rules. Pour me, pour you. That's the rules. No,
you know what?
I'm
that's
just
fine.
playing.
Actually, no, that's fine.
No, it's just a joke.
I think that's an interesting segment. Pour me, pour you.
Pour me, pour you.
Post.
I really wasn't.
Post review.
I was trying to be just funny.
I like it.
Okay,
I like it. Let's do that from now on.
Okay.
Post review. Pour me, pour you.
I'm gonna get it. You set us up. I gotta get Dash off the bus, get him settled. I'll be back down.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay, so
in a matter of 5 minutes.
So do you want to know something funny too? Is not even 2 minutes before this happened. And I'll tell you what this is in a second. I said to Patreon, we're going to take a little break because I was out of stuff to say to Patreon. But if you're watching the video version, you are realizing that our setup looks significantly different from the way that it normally looks. We are currently in the middle of, I guess, what is a blackout.
The power's out.
The power's
in
out.
The whole neighborhood here.
Yeah, it's very, very strange.
I checked my bill because I immediately started sweating.
You paid it.
Did I forget to pay my power bill? No, it's paid. There's nothing due. It says past due, nothing. Next bill due, whatever, October something.
October of next year, probably.
October 3rd, basically.
Yeah. So, but we're recording in the dark. It's
I kind of like it.
Hey, I don't mind it. We're running off of. I mean, the camera's still going because it's on battery. We got a
battery powered light. Don't know how long it's gonna last.
It might not go the whole time, so
might not.
We'll figure it out.
You poured something for us before I took the break.
I poured something for you,
an unmarked bottle.
Yes. And I poured the Mictors for myself that
See if that's focused enough. There we go.
So pour me, pour you.
Pour me, pour you.
Our new segment.
Neither one of us have money. Okay, dude. Did you pour me the same thing?
No.
Because this smells delicious. And I know
this also smells amazing.
I know. It reminds me of that. What you poured me smells like a freaking it's like a cherry turnover. A old whiskey, dusty whiskey that tastes like a cherry turnover.
Dude, yours smells dusty too.
I know. I'm telling you, they smell the same.
Wait, hang on.
I just had this the other day. It smells similar.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think they are different, but they do smell
they're
remarkably similar.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. What is that?
They're not the same because I had a little bit of a pour of this. While you were getting your kiddo off the bus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that smells good.
This is tamer than the Mictors is.
It doesn't take away from it.
No.
They smell similar. This, I grabbed it like I was going to read something.
That's my infinity bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like that. You got the app? Apparently there's an app.
No, I don't have
the
app.
Early tips and bits.
Apparently there's an app for your infinity bottle.
I know we always don't do whiskey-related things, but I just found out that there's an app for your infinity bottle that you can put it in, and it will calculate the percentages and the proof. Did not know that, so I guess you'll have to start over if you're going to do that.
I think I will.
This is delicious.
This is the infinity bottle that I started way back in 2017, 2018. It was an old granddad bottled and bond bottle.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I like this. Well, this is not an infinity bottle.
No, it's just Mictor's barrel strength.
Yeah. 110.2 proof.
It's so good. But you're right. It is very, very similar to my infinity bottle, which is...
It smells just like it.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean,
they could definitely be cousins.
I'll even pour a little bit more for myself. Just to
interesting.
compare side by side.
Crazy.
But anyway. Yeah, I wanted you to try this too. So I even like worked on putting some more stuff in this yesterday because it was low, and I had
Ooh, buddy,
some bottles that needed to be killed off.
Oh, that smells good.
And
what's the last thing you put in that?
The very last thing?
Yeah.
Ooh, the very last thing was Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C918.
I can see that.
C918 was the last thing that went
that.
into it.
It's got some snickerdoodle
Dude, it's
going on.
crazy how similar these are.
On the nose,
I mean,
crazy.
Okay, so here's the Michter's.
It's like this one's a little bit darker than this one. It's like you would almost think that they were the same like line.
Or like one was a single barrel of the other. That's bananas.
Single barrel and a small batch. Yeah. Because the barrel strength are batched, I believe. No? Barrel. It's single barrel.
Yeah. So what I'm kind of proposing with my...
And that one would be a small batch because you put a bunch of different things in it.
Yeah. What I'm proposing with this infinity bottle is...
sell it.
For charity.
For us.
For profit.
Our charity.
So we can turn the electricity back on in your house.
So I can get power back to my house.
We, just for like us and friends, keep putting stuff in here. We don't have to keep track of it. It's just, an ever-changing bottle. But
10-bip infinity.
10-bip infinity, man.
Okay.
But I'll keep my own, infinity bottle where I actually keep track of it and make sure I know what's going
I've
into
really
it.
Never done
An infinity bottle?
I should.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess I gotta get the app.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. High proof hot takes? Do you have any?
Hot takes? No. I kind of talked about it on pregame chats. Just
be more empathetic towards people's
time. Yeah,
I think is a good way to summarize.
There's always a point where like you want to hang out with people, but you really do have responsibilities. And just remember the way you reply to somebody can really affect somebody, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you can't do something, I understand. It's cool. Not a figure it out. I'll be here. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Tips and bits, though.
Oh, buddy.
Been playing some Nintendo 3DS.
I love it so much, man. I love it.
Normally, Perry's the one that's doing the retro gaming, but
I love this with all my heart. It just makes me so happy.
Your boy got his 3DS. He found the charger. He put it back up, found some games on the system, but realized, hey, I can play games from a regular DS, which was before the 3DS. And I said, I want to play the games that I love. And I've been playing some, and one of them is in my top 10 games of all time.
Dang.
Yes, all time. So if you don't know what a 2DS is or a 3DS, it's the Game Boy that had two screens, and you can use a stylus.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in my opinion, any DS game is basically a Game Boy game, or a Switch game. You got your handheld, you play the thing.
Yeah.
But what really makes it different is the stylus. If you can play a game that you're playing a game, but you're tapping and doing stuff, that's where it really comes into play. So there's two games that I recommend if you have a DS or a 3DS. One is Elite Beat Agents. It's basically like the Guitar Hero or the Dance Dance Revolution of the Nintendo.
Yeah.
These are these agents. You see a little anime story up here, and these people need help. And through the power of rhythm, you help them. So it's like your favorite songs, not sung by the normal people, but like, he was a skater boy. But it's sung by somebody random, and you're like hitting it. It's
the precursor to a trombone hero.
Yeah, you hold it. But the GOAT is called Trauma Center. You're a young doctor who just graduated from his residency.
You being in the medical field, I love the fact that this is something.
And the fact that your assistant who's talking to you is a nurse, and I'm like, okay, I'm the nurse, but also I'm playing the part of the doctor, and she's giving him shit. Like, what are you doing right now? That was me. Doctor, what are you doing right now? But you take the stylus and you have to perform a surgery, and you have to do everything from disinfecting the area to making the incision to bringing out the tumor, different things, stitching it up. I'm between the story and like the doctor is like, let's go, like before his surgery. It's so anime.
It's super anime style.
Super anime.
Yeah.
It is so fun. And like, it's a lot. There's a ton of levels. Trauma Center is one of my all-time favorite games. And I have not played that in 10, 15 years.
Dang. So did you like have a copy and you lost it?
I had a copy, and what you do when you don't have a lot of money, you trade up to different things.
Yeah.
So as I was in high school, college, I just traded up everything. Anything that I have that is retro, I probably bought.
Yeah.
Because normally I just traded it up.
Yeah.
Like my Xboxes, PlayStations, I just traded them all up. Now, get on eBay, found it. Luckily, I just kept my 3DS. And I just bought the game on eBay. And everything worked. Done fine. Erased the previous owner's game. I did not want to.
I got no problem with that, man. You know?
But yeah.
Screw them. They sold it for a reason.
Yeah. So, Elite beat Agents and Trauma Center on 3DS. Use a stylus. You're dancing. You're performing surgery. I've had so much fun the past week with it, and I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah.
So,
I got a couple. First of all, so one of the things that I have been trying to regulate while I
regulators
dealing with dealing with the whole weight loss thing is, what do I snack on when I'm hungry?
Dude, I struggle with that all the time.
It's really, really tough. And this sounds like an ad. I promise you it's not. One of my favorite things to snack on is beef jerky.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, I agree.
And the most recent discovery I have had with beef jerky has been No Man's Land.
Okay.
It's the most high protein beef jerky that I've found. And I've just found it at like Speedway. Their black pepper beef jerky is
spicy.
Not really.
Okay.
It's got just enough of a kick to add extra flavor, but it's very satisfying. And like one bag, this really sounds like I'm doing an ad read. I promise you I am not.
Sponsored by Nomad.
No Man's Land. Beef
No
jerky.
Man's Land. I'll get out eventually.
Yeah, well, I would love to be sponsored by them. I think their beef jerky
I would love to be sponsored by any snack.
No, I would too.
You know what else I like? Flavored almonds.
Oh.
Like those habanero
the
sweetened barbecue and stuff like that. That's my beef jerky, and almonds are my favorite go-to snack.
Great. Yeah, you remember pocket almonds
Pocket almonds.
That was one of my favorite.
When you're working out and doing stuff,
Yeah.
almonds and beef jerky, great snack.
Well, we had a great, reel or TikTok or whatever with you eating pocket almonds.
It was me just messing up the flow of everything because
I
needed a snack and pocket almonds.
That was back when we
just start that brand.
Okay,
pocket almonds.
Yeah, maybe that'll be how we have to record. In the near future,
and making a brand pocket almonds be awesome.
Yeah.
Nah, anyway.
We might have to record like that after baby time.
Pocket almonds?
No, like remotely for a little while.
Well, why can't we?
What do you mean?
I mean, that sounds great.
It's okay. I'm just telling you.
We have the power.
Yeah, sure.
Not right now.
Well, yeah. The power is out.
We have the equipment.
I don't have the power.
I am not He-Man today.
Man, I really blew out the anyway. No Man's Land beef jerky.
Nomad's Land.
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
Really, really good. Also, this is not a full endorsement of this, what I'm about to say. It's just been weird. And like the most recent issue it was good, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But the newest run of Batman 89,
Okay.
Echoes is what it's called. I just want to see how far you would go.
I didn't do that.
It's very strange. It's kind of just like a loose, like I see the Tim Burton influence, the Tim Burton vision of it all. Yeah. But I don't know. It also doesn't feel fully fleshed out in the way that it could have been.
Okay.
I don't know. I want more opinions on it more than anything. So if you have either read it or you are planning on reading it, please let me know. I'm curious what more people think about it one way or another. But anyway, that's about an episode.
If you think about us,
please
you should go to
Patreon. Do regularly.
You should go to patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast.
In your weakest moments.
For as little as $1 a month, you can support the show. But at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. Had a good therapy session for the boys, like I said earlier. You also get bonus episodes.
For the boys.
For the boys. You get Pop Chicka Wawa, where we open a new bottle, tell you about it. Maybe make a few little things about it that we can't say on live air. It's not live, but, PG air.
The main feed.
Yeah, the main feed. I was just trying to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sample Irresistible. We open a sample of something that somebody sent us. Maybe we have sitting around. We talk about it. Also, Pours from the Floor, where I try to finish bottles that are just multiplying up upon my basement floor, and my wife gets mad because you trips over them.
You tripped over something earlier, too.
I did. I tripped over the
it looks like your dog peed,
cock.
honestly.
Is that what it's called?
No.
What?
I think it's called the Hot and Wild.
Hot and Wild. Power went out. It was dark. I tripped over it. There's stuff everywhere. Either way, tons of bonus stuff. You get this episode uncut. You can hear what we talked about when we went off there, when we took a break, all the stuff. You'll find out what happened in between all this when the power went out. Go to patreon.com, My Bourbon Podcast. Support the show. Get bonus stuff. Just do it.
Hold on.
Get your mic right. Come on now. Dang. I like the way you work, kid. No diggity.
I'd like to back it up.
You
can also head to I don't even know what it's called. Bourbonshop.threadless.com.
There you go.
Check out all of our apparel and merchandise. I do all of the designing for stuff over there. Check it out. Yeah. I'm a good graphic designer.
You are.
Thank you.
You don't give yourself enough
credit.
I
do the design work for like this podcast. That's me, man.
They thought it was the producer.
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie, he does not do any of the designs.
No, he just looks stuff up and then we send him down to.
He shut the power off. Apparently.
He did. Yeah, he was fed up with us and then we found a way.
Do you know the way?
You can also send us questions or comments or just general correspondence to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can send us mail or samples or bottles or anything to P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky 40522. If you feel so inclined, of course, we do appreciate that. You can find us on social media at My Bourbon Pod and at Whiskey Mutant. If you also want to follow me personally, I am at pritter1792. You're at like smith.eric or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. You never post on there though.
I'm just fully whiskey mutant. I've gone full mutant, baby. I really posted on that forever.
I think that's about it. Rate and review the podcast on your podcast app of choice. If you do it on the Apple Podcast app, we will read it out here on the podcast itself. We appreciate it. It pushes us up in the Apple Podcast charts. I'm getting a call from Louisville, Kentucky on my work call phone line.
Hey, it's Louisville. Drink some bourbon.
Guess we got to go to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. Oh, wait, that's right. We have adult responsibilities, so we have to attend to. I mean, I want to be there. It's not like I don't. Anyway.
That's good.
We will see you all next week. That's going to be my last episode before baby break.
You think so?
Maybe. Until then, though.
To be continued. Cut it off right now. I'm Whiskey Mutant. Cut it off. Will he be back? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Timbip.